grounds, there's the Coliseum, the Octagon, and the shoe clearance section. But none of those come close to the battle our contestants are about to begin. They're getting ready to face off against our game show gladiator in a fight for some serious prize money.
And of course, that game show gladiator, I'm going to steal that title. Brad Rutter is with us now. Good morning, Brad. How are you?
Good. I like the sound of that.
You like that? I do too. I'd hold on to that title. And of course, while we're talking gladiator references, you hear things like the Coliseum, like Sarah was just saying there. Explain how the chase works, though. It's a game show that maybe people are somewhat familiar with, but still trying to learn about it. Because at the end of the day, you are the chaser. So I think you're the perfect person to explain it.
Well, we bring in teams of 3 trivia amateurs to face off against one of the pros, me, Ken, Mark, or James. And if they can manage to outrun us as we chase them down, they end up taking home a lot of money.
Okay. And for you to be able to participate in something like this, I feel a little bit like the tables are turned given your experience with game shows and your winnings. What's this experience been like for you?
It's been really a lot of fun. The format is fantastic. It's really exciting. I get to hang out with Ken, Mark, and James. And, one of the cool things about our show is that only one of us is the chaser at a time. But at the same time, the other 3 of us are in a stage, a bit away, and we get to comment on the proceedings and make fun of each other. It's really a lot of fun.
What is that relationship like? I mean, I've seen interviews with the 3 of you guys, and it seems like there's definitely a friendship there, but there's also got to be a little bit of competitive nature that's still there as well.
Yeah, we there's bragging rights at stake. So we all want to be the number one chaser, and we'll let the other ones know about it if we think they didn't perform up to snuff, let's say.
Hey, what I think so fabulous about you and getting to know you before this interview, you are a self-prescribed slacker in school. I'm curious about the fact that you were a slacker in school, yet you were part of the high school team as well for the Quiz Bowl. But it seems like the two don't go hand in hand. Why do you think that those actually do go hand in hand? And maybe if you don't see something on the report card for somebody watching, that doesn't mean you don't know the quiz things, as you have proved to the entire world.
Well, school is all about, deep knowledge in specific subjects, and quiz shows are about, shallow knowledge over a vast range of subjects. So I've always been more of the second type. And one of the things, I guess the way my brain works is if I come across something interesting, I'll remember it naturally and it'll stick up there and I can recall it quickly. I'm not as good as just sitting down and studying, let's say, French vocabulary words or the periodic table, something like that.
That makes total sense. Good answer there, Brad. And kind of along the same line, say people are watching at home right now and they're like, you know what, this sounds great. I'd love to be able to have the success on game shows like Brad's been able to demonstrate. How can you prepare? I feel like the ways that you could prepare have changed within the last 20 years with the internet and, pop culture and things. What do you tell people who want to have success and maybe try their hand at game shows?
Well, despite what I just said, there are some things you can study for, just watch shows, see what comes up a lot. Like when I know I'm going to go on Jeopardy, I make sure I have the presidents memorized in order, all the world capitals, stuff like that. There's stuff, it's a vast range of knowledge, but there is stuff that comes up all the time, which you can study for. But my dad had a great line, which I still use, which is, they told me when I was a little kid, he said, if you can look a lot smarter than you really are if you just pay attention. And I try to still do that.
I like that. Well, here in closing, then, of course, The Chase airs Wednesday, 10 o'clock on ABC. Check it out tonight. Well, how's it start? Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, right? Quincy Adams. We keep going, can't we? That's one thing I have. Maybe I need to try. Then my knowledge is. And then it's over. Brad, thank you so much for being with us today. It's been a pleasure.